You know, sometimes when you really want to take that leap, but you have no idea what it is that you're actually doing, and you need somebody to push you over the edge. Well, I know someone who did just that for me. Let's find out who. Hello everyone, welcome back to Matt H Does Makeup. I'm Matt H. This is where we play, experiment, and make mistakes, because mistakes are how we learn. Now, when you start off your makeup journey, you go, all right, I've got two options. I can either follow the trends and spend lots of money on stuff that I'm never going to use or not quite sure will work for you, or you play it safe. You go budget, you play, you experiment, you figure out what works for you, and your journey does take a little bit longer, but it's okay. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But sometimes, especially when you start a channel like this or you start posting on socials, there's somebody in your life that'll reach out and go, do you know what? I've got loads of stuff. Do you want to try it? Or I'm having a clear out. Do you fancy having an experiment? And I say, yes, I do. Now, luckily, I have a friend from when I was at college, and she turns out to be a professional makeup artist, which is incredible. And when she saw some of the content that I was doing, she said, you know what? I'm having a clear out in the studio. Do you want to buy some of these products from me? And I went, can't hurt, can it? Can't hurt. And then it arrived. To say the level of fear that overcome me when I first opened that package was huge. But I've gone through some of the products that have been sent, and I'm going to go through them with you now. Let's start off with the eyes, one of my favourite things to do. When this came through, I've never seen anything quite like this before. But again, I'm new. Let me know if you've seen something like this in the comments below. This, I believe, is pronounced King Beauty. And look, it's like a book. It's like a little book. Some of it did get broken in transit, so I've got to be quite careful with how I open it. But open it like this. Lovely stuff. And then you've got eyeshadows, eyeshadows, eyeshadows. Look at this. Glitters. Delightful. On the other side, neutral shades, blushers, bronzers, highlighters, I suppose. I think that's what all of these are. Now, I cannot wait to dig into something like this, especially as a beginner, because if you've got something all in one place, that's the holy grail, isn't it? You've got something that you can play with, and you haven't got to have drawers and drawers and drawers and drawers and drawers of stuff that actually you're only going to use one or two shades of. So hopefully, this might be quite fruitful. Continuing on with the eyes, I got sent one of the scariest items for me personally, because I have zero confidence when it comes to either knowing how to apply them or which ones to use. And there's just so many. I believe it's witchcraft, but I think you might call them lashes. Now, I've had quite a few lashes sent down. These are Doll Lash by Aisha. Doll Lash. I've done some Googling. Apparently the Doll Lash lashes are quite good. But look at the size of these absolute beasts. How am I going to get them onto my eyes? I think at some point I'll do a video where I just attempt it and see what happens. We've also had these tatty lashes. Yes, very exciting. Very exciting. So that's the eyes covered, but I just wanted to let you know a little bit more about the my friend who sent these down to me. Really talented makeup artist called Amelia Bourne. I will put her social media here, so do go and check her out. She does a lot of wedding makeup. She does a lot of hair. Let's move on to the face. We've got a few of these little NYX concealer pots here, and from what I've seen online, these are really, really good. Smells like concealer. For those concentrated areas, if you have a blemish or something to concentrate that on, dab, 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 let it settle, and then blend it out. Something like this, a solid concealer pot. is a good shout, so I look forward to trying this as and when I need to. Foundation wise, it's difficult to tell what colours will match, especially when you're working in a medium like YouTube, because you're never quite sure what people's skin or skin tone actually is. But we got some of these, I think they're called Farah foundations. Coverage foundation, naturally flawless. Oil controlling, which is very good for me because I am a very greasy boy. So I look forward to trying some of these out. Let me know if you have used any of these products so far in the comments below. Are they good? Are they great? Are they incredible? How do you use them? How do you use them? Let me know in the comments below, because I don't know what I'm doing. Going into a slightly different, scarier thing. And only by scary, I mean that I'm not a huge, I don't have a massive knowledge base when it comes to how to use these products. So at some point, I will give it a go. We're talking about contour. Now, contour for me has always been an unknown area, especially with the beard, because everything I've seen online is either people without facial hair or women, and I'm not looking to do drag contour, but I can't do contour here because I've already, like, on a beard. Am I just going to darken my beard up? I'm not quite sure. I am planning on doing a video focusing on contour and highlight, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel and make sure your notifications are on so you know when that video goes live. Contour. Now, I've got 3 different contour things here. They're all completely different styles of products, and I'm not 100% sure how to use any of them. So let's run through. The Ilamask contour stick here, a gel sculpt shadow, and I've had a little bit of a play with this, and it does have, smells amazing again. It does have a very gel-like texture. I'm not quite sure how that would work or whereabouts on my face I would put it, but I'm sure we will find out in time. Moving away from gel, we have it's the Max Factor Miracle Sculpting Wand. Now, I have seen products like this before, the ones that have got the like spongy applicator here. I have very briefly tried this, literally just to see how it looked on the back of my hand, so I've swatched it. I haven't actually used this yet. I'm intrigued to see how this one looks, as it's a medium deep shade, and the Ilamask seem to have a slightly more redness to it. So we'll see which goes. And right at the other end of the spectrum, we have the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite 16-hour wear in shade C18, I think it is. Now, this is a concealer, but I have a feeling that for someone with my skin tone, which you can read into Pasty White Man, a concealer like this, I wouldn't be using as concealer, but you would probably want to use that as a contour, potentially. It's quite dark, isn't it? It's quite chocolatey. It's quite rich. I think I've put loads on there, but I think with maybe a little bit less, I think that smells good as well. Love sniffing makeup. Finally, the lips. Now, we have got the Too Faced Lip Injection Lip Gloss. I have tried this now. It's warming. It's warming. But no more, not in like a painful way or an off-putting way. If you're looking for something that's quite sparkly, and just to add a little bit of very temporary plumpness to your lips, I'd give it a go. If you can find it, I think you should be able to buy it online somewhere. It's worth a punt. My favourite though is this Lime Crime here in the shade Riot. Now, if you're looking for a liquid lipstick that, 1, smells amazing, and 2, stays on your lips all day long, this is one to go to. The only other lipstick that I've found lasts as long as this are the e.l.f. satin, Seriously Satin ones, which is what I've got on now. They do last a long time, but this is beautiful. So thank you for sending this through. And I have seen this on places like Beauty Bay, and it's not super expensive, but it's one that I wouldn't normally come across buying a majority of my makeup from drugstores. Got so many products, I genuinely don't know where to start. So keep your eyes on the channel, see where we end up. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. I cannot wait to make some mistakes with those products that Amelia has very kindly sent through. Again, do give her a follow on her social media, help her support her business. Thank you ever so much for coming, and I can't wait to see where this channel goes next. I'll see you soon.